Okay, here we go. This would be part 3 of the Trials of Mana playthrough. Triple play. Playing through 3 different versions of the same game all at the same time. And you'd think I'd be getting tired of this game by this, you know, at least starting to by this point, but I'm still having too much fun with it. This, like, is basically everything I wanted from a Super Nintendo game for the most part. Everything I kind of expected, well, was hoping to find from a classic era game. I tried to layer these so a lot of the cutscenes would play out side by side. And you can see there's a massive difference in the text from one to the other. It's also a big difference in video quality. Also, since I'm actually using the real split screen feature, scaling is working a bit differently. And I completely forgot to, I completely forgot to squeeze the Super Nintendo footage into 16:9. I'm gonna try to remember to do that on the next one I do. It's one of those things I can't believe I forgot to do that. Because it's so obvious right now. Oh yeah, this is one of those few instances since the Switch Remake one I was a little bit behind on. It was running a bit slower. Means it's going to finish after the Super Nintendo versions of the footage, the Super Nintendo's footage finishes, so I'll be using a lot of music from that. I also see just in this flashback, there's like a major difference in just how bright it is, like the contrast and everything. But that is mostly going from, like, you know, standard definition to HD, and how the adapter is trying to scale like the actual Super Nintendo versus what's playing through the Switch. I gotta say, even though a lot of people out there that do all the retro and the vintage stuff don't like how, like, these are basically the two examples of the worst possible pictures that they could get for Super Nintendo style games. You've got pixel perfect, like, you could see every little speck, or over, you know, extreme fuzziness. I love the contrast. I especially love the pixel perfect. Like, this is a gorgeous, cleaned up image, and if there, you know, if ever there comes a way for me to play my entire Super Nintendo library like that, I think I'd jump on it. It just looks so good. Like, all the colors just seem so vibrant, and they all seem kind of washed out a bit on the vintage Super Nintendo footage. Oh yeah. This one I separated out a bit.
Help me! Ah! Holy! Oh, I thought it was a piranha, but you saved me!
Now I separated this one out a bit because
I'm shocked.
you can...
I'm a famous...
And sorry, I'm talking over her, but her voice is so annoying I don't care.
Hey, beauty or not, stay away from legends.
Like,
okay?
on the Switch version of the game, when you encounter the characters that you have selected for your party, you actually play through their original, you know, their origins, or their original first chapters, as opposed to you know, as opposed to Super Nintendo or the OG version on the Switch, where instead they just kind of give you the Cliff Notes flashback version. It kind of shows you like little bits of and cutscenes from their story. Nice little feature.
Papa! Mama! Where are you going?
I do have to say, the way that...
Wait!
Like,
Don't
I actually
leave me.
want to replay more of the campaigns already, just so I can see
Mama!
how different each one plays out. Well, not really how different each one plays out, but how they're set up from the original versions to the Switch versions, to the remake. The original versions to the remake. Jeez, I can't even talk right now.
A dream.
Charlotte, are you okay? You sure? You ran up so quickly, I was afraid I'd hurt you. Looks like you're okay, though.
Bye!
Like, the character model, some of the character models, the way they move and their animations and a lot of these cutscenes, they do bother me. It's nowhere near like the amount of like BS that I felt that the Secret of
Your
Mana
Eminence,
PS4 remake
May I
was.
have a word about Charlotte?
Oh, Heath, Mana's blessings be with you. How is my granddaughter?
She isn't as chipper as usual. She seems young thanks to her elfin heritage, but she is 15. She may have sensed the shift in mana power.
I see. Look here, Heath. The Mana statue has begun to cry, and you saw the light above the lake last night.
Yes, sir. It was bright as day in the middle of the night. Do you know the source?
I do not. But I believe it has to do with a change in the mana power of the world. The light seemed to land in Astoria across the lake. Would you be willing to look into it, Heath?
Of course, Your Eminence. I believe there is trouble in Jad as well. We should erect a barrier in Cascade Cavern to protect Wendell from any interlopers with bad intent. It would be the safest plan.
Of course, if you don't have Charlotte in your party,
A white, huh?
well, if you don't
It could be
go through
dangerous.
Charlotte's original story, like
Can't let
everybody's
Heath face it
story
alone. I gotta go after him.
ends up like if you just play through one character's
Okie
campaign
dokie.
as your main
Let's get
character,
out of
it's not going to give you the complete picture. If you play through everybody's campaigns, that will that'll fill in the full story. Every single character has their own little bits here and there that really flesh out this world.
Grandpa?
Oh, there you are. Stay inside the temple today. Understood, Charlotte?
How come?
Because I told you to. Now, go back upstairs and read or something.
Ugh, but that's boring.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Mick, I know you aren't some dumb little kid anymore. Come on, help me get to Astoria.
What? You want to go to Astoria? But there are monsters in Cascade Cavern. and all around the lake. Plus, you don't know magic like the grown-ups.
Hey, listen up, Tiny. I may be as small as you are, but I happen to be 15 years old, so I'm basically an adult. My body is just aging slower than most people's do. That's all. Got it? Now tell me how to get to Astoria, or else.
Okay, fine. Meet me outside, on the second floor balcony, tonight. I know a secret that might help.
Nothing more to do. Let's take a nap.
Yeah, it also really bothers me that a lot of these character models just click through whatever they're interacting with. It just makes me feel like Square didn't really put like their full time and effort into
Oh,
it.
good.
I wouldn't expect them to put their full time and effort into the game, but you know, I just felt like they really could have done better. As it stands, I'm still very happy with the game itself. It's just these few things here and there that really, really bother me. They stand out so much. Like, I'd expect to see them on like a 3DS game, but not so much on the Switch. But I don't know, maybe I'm expecting too much from the Switch. Who knows?
Hey, Charlotte, over here. Now stand back. It was hard for me to sneak this away without anyone noticing what I was doing. This is a spring stepper. It lets you jump really far. Just don't ask where I took it from, okay?
Okay, great. So, how exactly is this supposed to help me?
You can jump to Astoria with this without the grown-ups knowing. But you gotta go now. Someone could come by at any second. Oh no! I think my aim was off. Not my fault.
Such a loyal friend. See, now this
Ow!
is something that
Why
you
is this happening to me?
don't get to see unless you pick her as a main character
I guess
on
I
the
should
Super
help.
Nintendo version, is her interactions with Angela. And vice versa. If you pick Angela first, then she'll have interactions with Charlotte. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Been fighting those back for a
Finally.
minute or two.
You were snoring. This is Astoria's Inn, and it's not cheap, by the way.
Ooh. I'm sorry. This is Mick's fault. He's toast when I get back.
I'll be on my way, but you should probably stay here until morning. I mean, I did pay for your room and board after all. Bye for now.
Wow. It's a good thing I landed on a nice person last night. But I've wasted enough time. Gotta find Heath.
Yeah, it's a good thing you almost murdered a nice person last night.
Oh, Heath.
Yeah, the Rabbite Forest music is oddly one of my favorite tracks so far in this game.
This is a piece of cake. Leave it to me.
you think you're doing?
I could ask the same of you. What business could Ferolian guards possibly have in this place?
Hey, this human's a priest from Wendell. We can't let him go now that he's seen us. It could jeopardize our Beastman invasion.
Invasion? Impossible!
Heath!
What's with this kid?
What's with you? Ow! 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 Let me go, you big oaf!
Charlotte! Leave the child alone! Don't worry, Charlotte. I took care of them. What are you doing here?
Oh, Heath. You left, and...
Shh! Something is coming.
No! No! Make it stop!
Watch out!
Heath!
Wow! Didn't realize that holy bolt would work so well. I suppose it is a powerful spell after all. Ooh, looks like I hooked a whopper!
No! Oh no! What did you do to Heath? Huh?
Oh, silly child. Run if you know what's good for you.
No! Heath! He's gone. Heath! Give him back!
Heath was whisked away by the mysterious man as the Beastmen began to attack the city of Jad. Alone and frightened, Charlotte heard a noise nearby.
And then I couldn't even get back to Wendell because of the barrier. Until you opened a path through the cavern for me. I got a little lost on the way. And fell down. If you hadn't been there, it would have been good night, Charlotte. That was close.
Fine. I'm headed to Wendell to see the Priest of Light anyway. You can come with us, but don't get comfy. Come on.
Oh, you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the Priest of Light. Come on, Slowpoke. I'll take you to my grandpa. Now, it's off to Wendell.
Oh, great.
And since I picked Charlotte as my second character, she will join up with me now.
Wendell is straight ahead. Come along, recruits. Follow me.
Great. She's a comedian.
I believe if I actually picked her as my third character, that she would, then I would have a full party of 3 by the time I got to the boss. Yeah, I couldn't quite decide what I wanted to do with Hawkeye here. Now we're in Wendell. There we go.
Please, accept the Goddess of Mana's blessings.
You're the Priest of Light, right? Tell me how to change my class. I need to be stronger now. Please.
Impossible. There is no way you could switch classes right now. You lack the experience necessary for such a feat.
What? But
You must have at least heard tell of the Mana Stones, correct? First, you must gain enough experience through battle, then call upon a Mana Stone's power to switch to another class.
Who's got time for that? Your Eminence, if I don't get stronger, I can't give that crimson jerk what's coming to him!
Wait! I have something to say. Your Eminence, please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the Mana Tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the Mana Tree, the seals on the Mana Stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
The what? What's that?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
I've been what? She didn't mention that. Hey, Fairy? What gives?
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, a fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, okay. That's good for you and all, but no thanks. I don't need the stress in my life. Go haunt that old man instead.
Would that I were able to bear your burden. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Wait 1 second. I never agreed to this. I don't need a sword of mana or whatever.
You want to defeat the Crimson Wizard, correct? With the Sword of Mana, you'll be the strongest swordsman in all the world.
Hey, stop sneaking around in my mind. But, what is the Sword of Mana anyway?
The Sword of Mana is the embodiment of the ancient power of Mana. guiding force of spirits. It is an alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself.
Unfortunately,
the one who holds the mana sword
these
gains
don't sync up.
awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the mana tree, waiting. Before the mana tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and awaken the goddess of mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
So, if I get that sword, I can defeat the Crimson Wizard! Where can I find the Sanctuary of Mana? And how do I get there?
I am so sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the Sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome benevolence. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the Sanctuary of Mana should appear. Through that portal is the Sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 mana stones was sealed on purpose as the mana goddess began her slumber.
So, what should I do?
In ages past, there once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the mana stones and bend it to the user's will. However, countries refused to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the mana stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed benevolence. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit. There is no longer anyone alive who knows how to work this cursed spell.
Guess that's it.
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the Mana Stones instead, I can combine their powers with what remains of mine to open the portal for everyone.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a Mana Stone, I've heard many say that the Light Stone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers.
Don't leave me behind! I need to save Heath! I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not.
Right.
Wait! Stop!
Oh no.
There's mana power coming from of the waterfall.
Forgot
See
to
that
mute
strange
some
hole?
music.
Further up.
Shoot.
Bet Lumina is in there.
Oh well, at least it only lasts throughout this rest of this clip.
It's gotta be the whole fairy
should be
was talking
corrected
about,
after
right?
that. That sucks.
Get over there.
Oh, right. I forgot you can't fly. I think I can use the residual mana power in the waterfall to get you over there. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, did I mention that I love the fact that Kevin can turn into a werewolf? I freaking love that.
We did it!
I was running just a bit behind on that one. I think it's because I wanted to keep a little bit more combat footage in. Love that battle music.
With the right elemental, right?
No, this isn't the elemental we're looking for. It's a giant monster. So why do I feel mana power coming off of it? Did this food steal the mana power?
Hey, questions can come later. We got a fight on our hands. Crosscut!
Hey, watch it!
Go back! Crosscut! A bit more. Nearly done here.
No match for us!
Next!
Now, this guy's, this is definitely harder on the Super Nintendo version. As evidence that by the fact that I'm still fighting them on the Super Nintendo and
What is that?
the Switch port.
Heyo! Looking for Lumina? That'd be me. Nice to meet ya! A pleasure. And thanks for releasing me from the belly of that Full Metal Meanie. Am I late? Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't come. Fairy filled me in on your plight while you were fighting. Telepathy's great, huh? Just like Fairy, we elementals need mana to live. I'll help however I can to make sure we save the mana of the world.
Lumina, where is the Lightstone?
It's straight up from here, deep within the old ruins. But you can't exactly get there from here. Oh, no. It's safe, though. For now, at least. It's so unstable. It seems like the Benevodon could be unsealed at any minute. We gotta get the rest of the elementals on board and open the portal to the sanctuary.
Huh? Oh, looks like part of the cave broke in the fight. I think there's a shortcut.
I'd put that music on infinite repeat if I could. love that track so much. Don't be surprised if that music starts showing up in some of my later discussion videos again. I freaking love that. Love the music in this game so far. Oh no.
What?
Yep, they just bum rushed me off the cliff.
What do you think you're doing?
Thanks for taking down the cavern barrier. Saved us some trouble. Now, nothing's stopping us from invading Wendell. This is a present to show our appreciation.
No!
Let's get going.
Oh, what do I do? Tree continues to wither. A hero must be found to take the Sword of Mana and awaken our goddess. Then, let us ask the Priest of Light for guidance. We must not delay any longer. Let's go! I cannot continue. What do you mean? We're so close! We can do this! I can't make it to the other realm with my powers. I leave the rest of it to you. Please, hurry. Oh, we cannot continue either. Please go on without us. Find our hero and save the mana tree.
Interesting choices for voice acting. I didn't quite get that perfect. Oh well.
Wait. Where?
Curses! What is this? Let me out now!
Shh! Quiet!
Someone there? Who are you? Where are we?
Kevin. That's me. This is Jad. The prisons. Beastmen grabbed you all at the waterfall. Took you to these cells to keep you out of their way when you woke up. Wait. I can get us out. Don't worry. I know what to do. Leave the guard to me.
Quit your yakking! Keep quiet!
Ferretti, you okay?
I'm sorry, Kevin, but I can't let you out. Ludger's orders, you know?
Throwing the future king of Ferolia in prison, hmm? King finds out.
Hey, wait a minute. I had orders. Fine. Ludger's been acting kind of weird lately. I mean, it's probably all a big misunderstanding anyway, right? You can leave. Just be sure to put in a good word with the king, okay? Huh? Wait! No! You tricked me!
Sorry, Ferretti. Open now. Come out. Okay. Hurry to docks. There should be a boat. Let's leave the town. Beastmen are attacking Wendell, so fewer soldiers. We can catch the boat before it sets sail. Heard the townsfolk talk about it before I got caught. Hurry! Pray at the statue to heal. Looks like you need it. Go! Quick!
Alright, and that'll do it for this week. I'll see you guys over in the next one. Like I said, I'm loving this game, and I hope you guys experience it as well, because it is actually a lot of fun. But I'll see you guys over in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can check out past videos here, or you can click here to check out my newest upload. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to stay notified on all future videos.